Today's digital economy is under siege. Cybercriminals and fraudsters are relentless, adaptive, and motivated by one thing: money. And wherever the money flows, attackers are always in close pursuit. Credit systems, payment rails, online banking, mobile wallets, e-commerce platforms. Every one of them is being targeted at a scale and speed that is accelerating beyond what many organizations are prepared to handle. One of the fastest growing crises in our digital economy is cybercrime targeting payment systems. The threat is evolving, the criminals are adapting, and the victims, both consumers and businesses, are paying the price. Cybercrime is no longer a person sitting in a basement trying passwords. It's a global, professionalized, technology-driven business ecosystem. As global finance digitizes, these criminals and fraudsters are innovating faster than ever, turning new technology into opportunities for exploitation. Let's break down what is really happening, why attackers are winning, and how through Mastercard's cybersecurity and fraud prevention portfolio, we can evolve to protect our digital financial world. Attackers are adapting with alarming precision. Traditional credit fraud and modern cybercrime have merged into a powerhouse capability. The result is a threat landscape that should concern every business that handles payments. Recorded Future's latest intelligence report reveals over 269 million stolen credit card records circulating online, many harvested from e-skimmers, malicious sites, and data breaches. Digital skimming alone, just a single technique, accounts for over 1 billion in US losses, and that's according to FBI estimates. Small and medium-sized businesses are especially vulnerable. 46% have suffered a cyber attack according to OpenText Cybersecurity. These businesses are the backbone of the global economy, and yet they are prime targets because they often lack specialized defenses. And while these numbers are shocking, future projections are even more concerning. Mastercard's Securing Tomorrow 2025 report estimates global cybercrime will reach a staggering $15.6 trillion by 2029, a 64% increase in just a few years. This is a crisis of trust, eroding the foundations of digital payments and consumer confidence, and we must respond differently with elevated cybersecurity capabilities and cooperation if we expect to bend this curve. From the perspective of the cyber criminals, credit card fraud is a gold mine. It is easy and scalable. The most exploited area is card-not-present transactions, which includes online and in-app purchases. CNP accounts for roughly 70% of all payment fraud, according to Datos Insights. That's the attack surface they exploit. Why? Because criminals don't need the physical card, just the number, the expiration date, and the CVV code. And that data can be harvested in dozens of ways. Fraudsters hide behind anonymized networks and dark web marketplaces where verified, working cards sell for pennies on the dollar. Cybercriminals have specialized and industrialized their operations so they can scale their malicious activities. For example, after acquiring a large number of carding packages, they use automated scripts for card testing, running small dollar transactions to confirm stolen cards are usable before conducting larger fraudulent purchases. This is organized digital crime, efficient, scalable, and almost impossible to stop with legacy defenses. Cyber criminals have many tools and tactics. The broader cybersecurity ecosystem is being exploited through digital skimming, account takeovers, and automated card testing. Digital skimming is when attackers inject malicious code into legitimate checkout pages, silently stealing card data. With account takeovers, attackers compromise consumers' retail accounts and then steal the payment card credentials that consumers stored there inside. To test stolen card information, fraudsters conduct small dollar test charges on e-commerce sites that verifies the card is usable and ripe for resale or use in larger fraud attempts. This type of automated card testing hits merchants hard, driving chargebacks, authorization fees, and infrastructure load. Attackers also combine data from open sources and illicit harvesting from social engineering and malware campaigns to assemble financial profiles of victims. This is a structured, efficient industry built to exploit banks, merchants, and consumers. A unified defense model is needed. Fraud teams and cybersecurity teams have historically operated in separate spaces. Yet the most effective defense happens when fraud prevention and cybersecurity teams join forces. According to recent studies, 81% of fraud teams report faster, more accurate responses when collaborating directly with the cybersecurity groups. That shared context, the understanding of threat intelligence tactics and active indicators, makes a tremendous difference. It enables shared insights, faster detection of anomalies, and coordinated action against the attackers who leverage cyber to commit fraud. Financial institutions and merchants that integrate these functions move from reactive defense to proactive prevention and not only detect fraud faster, but also prevent far more of it from happening in the first place. Mastercard is at the forefront of building and advocating for this unified defense model, integrating cyber and fraud intelligence across its network to protect transactions and the ecosystem comprehensively. Security innovation like this is essential. It is the only way we can keep pace with adaptive, well-funded attackers who constantly evolve their methods. We must enable trust into every digital transaction, every payment flow, every consumer interaction. Financial institutions and consumers need scalable, real-time, intelligence-driven protection. We must also adopt advanced threat analytics that help merchants and banks tune their defenses based on what attackers are doing right now. We must bring fraud and cyber teams into unified platforms with shared context. We must leverage tools that detect digital skimming, automated card testing, and abnormal transaction behavior before victims suffer losses. And finally, we must do all of this without creating friction that slows commerce or frustrates customers. Security must be a business accelerator, not an obstacle. In the fight against cyber-enabled payment fraud, industry leaders play a critical role. Mastercard is delivering a comprehensive cybersecurity and fraud prevention portfolio that protects every transaction, interaction, digital touchpoint. It fundamentally strengthens the entire payment ecosystem. They do it while helping businesses accelerate sales by embedding security and trust directly into the foundation of their products and services. Mastercard's Safety Net and Decision Intelligence Pro is an AI-powered fraud prevention tool that leverages advanced machine learning algorithms to analyze vast global transaction data in real time, enabling the proactive detection and blocking of sophisticated and emerging fraud threats, thereby safeguarding the entire payment ecosystem for issuers, merchants, and cardholders. Mastercard is not simply responding, they're shaping the future of secure payments. Their insights are built on global visibility, advanced analytics, and deep domain expertise. Exactly what organizations need to stay ahead of adversaries. Cybersecurity isn't just an IT issue anymore. It's a business accelerator and imperative. When security and trust is embedded into the very fabric of payment systems, you don't just stop fraud. You enable confidence, loyalty, and fuel the growth of commerce. The future belongs to organizations that recognize this and invest accordingly. Cybercriminals are evolving, but so are we. They may be relentless, but we can outsmart them with the right tools, intelligence, and partnerships to protect the digital economy, safeguard consumers, and stay ahead in this escalating battle. To learn more about how Mastercard is protecting the financial ecosystem through advanced threat intelligence and integrated fraud prevention strategies, I encourage you to visit Mastercard's Threat Intelligence Hub.